Today I'm talking about how the MAGA movement, once loudly opposed to foreign wars, is now being torn apart by pro-war rhetoric from its own leaders, especially when it comes to Iran. I'm against this push toward conflict, and I think it's time we call it out for what it is, a betrayal of everything America First was supposed to mean. If you agree, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Let's break the silence around this before it's too late. Now let's get into it. For years, the MAGA movement branded itself as a rebellion against the establishment, a rejection of forever wars, a call to put America first. But now that same movement is fracturing over the very issues it once claimed to oppose. While Trump loyalists, Christian nationalists, and neoconservatives rally behind a new push for war with Iran, a growing coalition of populists, libertarians, and leftists are asking the same question. How did America first become Israel first? Is it a fair question? Let us find out. In recent weeks, major cracks have formed within the right-wing base. Prominent voices like Tucker Carlson, once seen as ideological leaders of the MAGA world, are now openly challenging the party line. On platforms like X, formerly Twitter, Carlson has taken aim at Republican hawks like Senator Ted Cruz. In one viral exchange, Carlson asked Cruz a simple question: how many people live in Iran? Cruz, who has repeatedly called for regime change, couldn't answer. He dismissed the question entirely, as if understanding the people you want to bomb is irrelevant. This moment exposed more than just ignorance. It revealed a deep rift inside the Republican Party. On one side, religious hardliners invoking scripture to justify military action. On the other, skeptics of intervention who still believe America should not die for another nation's ambitions. Cruz didn't just dodge questions about Iran's population. He also claimed, without evidence, that the Iranian government is actively trying to assassinate Donald Trump. The idea is as theatrical as it is dangerous. Why make such a claim? The answer is simple. Politicians like Cruz are playing to two audiences. First, to Trump himself, feeding his ego with stories of martyrdom. And second, to pro-Israel donors and Christian Zionist voters who see war in the Middle East not as tragedy, but prophecy. Cruz even appeared to accidentally confirm that the United States is supporting Israel's bombing campaigns against Iran. If true, that would make the U.S. a co-belligerent in a conflict the American public has not authorized and may not even be aware of. At the center of all this is Donald Trump. The same man who once criticized the Iraq War and promised to end foreign entanglements is now being courted by Benjamin Netanyahu and the same neoconservative voices that led America into disaster 2 decades ago. Trump's first term included the assassination of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, the withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal, and crushing sanctions on Iranian civilians. None of this made America safer, but it did satisfy donors and foreign leaders who benefit from endless war. Now, with a second term on the horizon, those same forces are pressuring Trump to finish what he started. What's happening inside MAGA world isn't just ideological drift. It's the return of neoconservatism, war first, diplomacy later thinking, wrapped in a populist disguise. Figures like Marjorie Taylor Greene and even Carlson himself are caught in the middle. Sometimes anti-war, sometimes not. Their base doesn't want another war, but the party's elites seem more interested in Middle East power games than protecting American lives. The irony is sharp. A movement that rose up in rebellion against the Bush-era Republican establishment is now being co-opted by the same foreign policy agenda, just with a new marketing label. But there is resistance, and it's not coming from traditional political coalitions. In a rare moment of agreement, progressive commentator Cenk Uygur and libertarian comedian Dave Smith sat down to issue a warning. Both men oppose war with Iran. Both want to hold politicians accountable for authorizing military action. And both recognize that cultural distractions are being used to keep voters passive while real war plans advance. Their call is simple: stop fighting each other over identity politics. Start fighting the people pushing us into another war. Make no mistake, war with Iran would be a catastrophe. Iran is more than twice the size of Iraq, with more than 85 million people, proxy forces across the region, and deep military infrastructure. A conflict could quickly spiral into a regional war, drawing in Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and possibly even Russia or China. The death toll would be enormous. The economic fallout would be global. And the U.S. would once again be seen not as a liberator, but as an aggressor. So the question must be asked, not to Democrats or liberals, but to conservatives and Trump supporters. Do you really believe in America first? Or was that just a slogan? Because if America first now means sacrificing American lives for foreign wars driven by religious prophecy and donor pressure, then it's no longer a populist movement. It's a rebranded version of the neocon machine that brought us the Iraq War. The choice is simple. Stand for peace. Or stand with the same people who have lied us into war before, and will do it again, unless they are stopped. Thanks for watching. As stated previously, if this message resonates with you, please like the video, subscribe, and share it. Let's make sure this war gets stopped before it even starts.